Hello there, Darren Steen here from FatlossLifestyle.com. Coming to you today as a follow-up from last week. The two takeaways last week was that during the summertime with the picnics and the social events and the graduation parties and the nice days outside and spending less time indoors working out, we tend to gain a little bit of weight. And I gained 5 or 6 pounds that I need to get off, so I came up with a challenge to you to see if you could drop your weight with me. And my progress is this week by implementing our fat burning finisher exercise and getting a little leverage and getting some goals for myself. I have dropped 1.5 pounds since last week. So I want you to comment below when we're done here. I'll remind you, let me know how you're going with your progress. So join me with this weight loss challenge for this summer. You can lose 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds of fat a week, which is a few small minor changes. And the second thing is I got 3 different unique movements that you can do without equipment that you can do. I call them fat burning finishers that you can put at the end of your workout routine, no matter what that routine is. Resistance training, I don't care what you're doing, you can do it at the end. It takes about 4 to 5 minutes at the very most. If you're not working out right now, I highly recommend that you do these 3 exercises first thing in the morning before you eat your first meal. And then, whether you do it after an exercise session as a fat burning finisher or you do it just alone as a standalone first thing in the morning, the main thing is that you eat small meals often that day with protein and carbs combined together. The carbs should be non-starch. It should be a fibrous vegetable, a green bean, or a salad. So a chicken breast and an apple would be great. Some eggs and a grapefruit would be awesome. A lean steak and a salad would be great. Keep the starchy carbs out just for 1 or 2 days a week. Starchy carbs being the oatmeals, the brown rice, wild rice, sweet potato, red potato, whole wheat pasta, breads, a little bit of the type of carbs that we need on intense workout days, but at least 2 times a week, keep those carbs up. That's going to be the key. Finish with these fat burning finishers or do them first thing in the morning, and that day, once or twice a week, follow that food prescription that I just talked about. Keep the starchy carbs out. And I'm telling you what, you will see a difference of 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds of fat a week, depending on what where you're at and what your goals are. So here they are. There are no equipment needed. They're called plyometric exercises. You've heard me talk about it before. They're awesome. You'll get out of them what you put in them. And the key with plyometric exercises are that you have to land soft and deep so that your muscles are coming down here nice and deep and your muscles are slowing your momentum down. The first exercise I'm going to show you is a very simple squat jump. So here's a squat position, nice and deep. This is going to start the squat jump. The key is use your arms and really get your core into it and explode up like you're trying to rebound a basketball higher than the other guy. And land soft and deep. You don't want to land hard and then come down. That's not letting your muscles absorb the negative shock of decelerating your momentum. I'm going to do 10 in a row. Okay, here we go. Squat position, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So that's 1 set of 10 of the squat jumps. What I'd recommend as far as a repetition range is entry level. If you're just getting into some intense exercise, go for 6 repetitions, 6 to 8 repetitions for 1 set. Walk around the room, take a long deep breath, slow your heart rate down for 1 minute, come right back and do another set of 8. Take a minute rest, active recovery, meaning you're walking so the blood gets back in your legs. Keep your chest up and open so you can let your lungs get filled back up with air, but only 1 minute rest, okay? 3 sets, okay? Intermediate, let's go around 10 repetitions. 10 repetitions, make sure that you follow the protocol of landing deep and then exploding up as high as you can. Advanced, let's go for 15. Those are just frameworks, but you know you gotta push it and you gotta really get that heart rate really high where you can barely talk. So 6 starting out, 6 reps, 10 reps for intermediate, 15 for advanced. Okay, the second plyometric exercise that I'm gonna show you is a new one that my trainer Cordell invented in the club. It's called a square jump, okay? All I have here on the floor is just a couple straight lines, wristband wraps. You can just throw a glove on the floor or just anything so that you have a target to jump over. Looking at it, I'm looking at a clock. This is 6 o'clock here. On the top is 12, over here is 3, and over here is 9, okay? We start at 6 o'clock, we jump forward to noon, back to 6, over to 3, Really get it. It's almost like a ski lunge. You got to really explode off that back leg, back to starting point, 6 o'clock. And really get some distance. Back to your starting spot. That's 2. Really explode back. 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 6 o'clock. That's 3 repetitions right there. Again, same repetition range. Entry level 6, intermediate 10, 10, advanced 15. 3 sets, walk it out, 1 minute rest only. Get your breath and come back and do your second and third set. So that's our second exercise. Last one. I'm not going to be able to talk too much after this third one. But you can rotate these exercises. I suggest picking 1 exercise or 2 and doing 3 sets of that 1 exercise. 2 at the very most. That'll be a total of 6 repetitions. You can maybe do 6 if you're using it as a standalone routine first thing in the morning. After workout, more than likely just keep it to 1 set of 3 or 4. But just judge how you feel, but you know you got to push it. So here we go. Our last one, we call it a flying Roman. Stride back with 1 leg. Okay, we don't put this knee all the way on the floor, but it comes close. Left leg's in front, right arm's up in front. We're going to hop up in the air and get some height, and switch our legs and switch our feet. That's 1. 1 for each leg. 2, 3. Land nice and deep and soft. That's a flying Roman. I really recommend that you face a mirror. It's going to help you with your balance if you can see yourself in the mirror. And again, the key with plyometrics is that you really get your core involved and you really get that upper body into it. If you're just jumping across the floor or jumping up, you got to get back on your haunches. When you use that upper body momentum, you're going to really be able to activate and feel a lot of things in your core during the exercise and even soreness the next day. So there you go. The same thing with the flying Romans. Entry level 6, intermediate 10, advanced 15. 1 minute rest in between sets. I recommend if you use it as a standalone in the morning again. Maybe do 2 different exercises. If you're doing after an exercise routine, just use 1. So there you go. Please comment in the section below if you're making some progress and let me know if you've lost some weight with our Fatloss Lifestyle weight loss challenge. Until next week, you do have the power to change.